What if I told you that a single hour each morning could transform your entire life? That the way you start your day could determine your success, happiness, and fulfillment. Sounds unbelievable, right? But for Hal Elrod, this isn't just a theory, it's a lived reality. After surviving a near-fatal car accident, battling financial ruin, and overcoming a rare form of cancer, Hal discovered a morning routine that not only saved his life, but has since changed the lives of millions worldwide. In this video, we'll delve deep into the transformative power of mornings as outlined in Hal Elrod's best-selling book, The Miracle Morning. You'll learn about the 6 practices that can elevate your life before 8 a.m., understand the science behind why mornings are so crucial, and discover how to implement these habits into your own routine. We'll also uncover lesser-known facts about Hal's journey and how his method has impacted people globally. So, if you're ready to unlock your full potential and start living the life you've always dreamed of, stay with us till the end. Welcome to Narrative Society, your go-to channel for stories that inspire and empower. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. It was a quiet night in November 1999. Hal Elrod, a 20-year-old motivational speaker and top sales rep at Cutco, had just finished delivering an inspiring talk to a group of young professionals. Driving home on a California freeway, his life changed in an instant. A drunk driver, speeding at 70 miles per hour, veered into his lane and collided head-on with Hal's car. The impact was devastating. Hal's heart stopped beating for 6 minutes. He was clinically dead at the scene. Paramedics managed to revive him, and he was airlifted to a hospital. He spent 6 days in a coma, and when he awoke, doctors delivered grim news. He had suffered permanent brain damage, broken 11 bones, and would likely never walk again. Despite these dire predictions, Hal refused to accept a life confined to a wheelchair. Drawing on inner resilience, he began a grueling rehabilitation process. Astonishingly, just 3 weeks later, he took his first steps. His recovery defied medical expectations and showcased his unwavering determination. Hal's journey didn't stop there. He returned to his career, achieving new heights as a motivational speaker and coach. However, life had another challenge in store. In 2008, the global financial crisis struck. Hal's business collapsed, he lost his home, and he found himself $425,000 in debt. The weight of financial ruin led him into a deep depression, and he even contemplated suicide. In this darkest hour, a friend's simple advice sparked a transformation. "Start running," his friend suggested. Though Hal despised running, he was desperate for change. He laced up his shoes and went for a jog. During that run, he listened to a quote by Jim Rohn: "Your level of success will rarely exceed your level of personal development." This insight hit Hal like a bolt of lightning. He realized that to change his life, he needed to change himself first. He began studying the habits of successful individuals and noticed a common thread: a structured morning routine. Combining various personal development practices, he crafted a morning ritual that included meditation, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and journaling. He called this routine the Miracle Morning. Implementing this routine transformed Hal's life. Within 2 months, he doubled his income, paid off his debts, and regained control over his life. The Miracle Morning became more than just a personal practice. It evolved into a movement, inspiring millions worldwide to take charge of their mornings and, by extension, their lives. Hal Elrod's story is a testament to the human spirit's resilience. From the brink of death to financial despair, he emerged stronger, turning adversity into an opportunity for growth. His journey underscores a powerful message. No matter how dire the circumstances, with the right mindset and habits, transformation is possible. Imagine waking up each morning not to the blare of an alarm clock, but to a sense of purpose and anticipation. This is the essence of Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning, a transformative approach that suggests dedicating time each morning to personal development can set the tone for a successful and fulfilling day. The central premise is straightforward. By investing the first hour of your day in self-improvement activities, you lay a foundation for achieving your goals and enhancing your overall well-being. This concept is rooted in the idea that mornings are a unique time of day, offering a quiet and uninterrupted space to focus on what truly matters. Elrod emphasizes that how you start your day significantly influences the rest of it. A chaotic morning can lead to a disorganized day, while a structured and intentional start can propel you toward productivity and positivity. This approach isn't about waking up early for the sake of it. It's about creating a morning routine that aligns with your personal goals and values. The Miracle Morning Routine comprises 6 practices, collectively known as life eves, silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. Each component serves a specific purpose in fostering personal growth and self-awareness. Silence, through meditation or deep breathing, allows for reflection and mental clarity. Affirmations involve positive statements that reinforce your goals and self-belief. Visualization encourages you to imagine achieving your objectives, enhancing motivation. Exercise energizes the body and mind, preparing you for the day's challenges. Reading introduces new ideas and knowledge, while scribing or journaling helps process thoughts and track progress. Implementing this routine doesn't require a significant time commitment. Even dedicating a few minutes to each practice can yield substantial benefits. The key is consistency and intentionality. By making these activities a daily habit, you create a positive feedback loop that reinforces your commitment to personal development. Elrod's approach has resonated with many because it offers a practical framework for self-improvement that fits into various lifestyles. Whether you're a busy professional, a student, or someone seeking change, the Miracle Morning provides tools to take control of your day from the outset. In essence, dedicating time each morning to personal growth isn't just about enhancing productivity, it's about cultivating a mindset that empowers you to live intentionally and achieve your aspirations. The morning becomes not just a start to the day, but a launch pad for a better life. Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning Routine is built around 6 powerful practices, summed up in the acronym S.A.V.E.R.S. Each letter stands for a key habit that, when done every morning, can reshape your life completely. Let's break down each one and understand what makes them so effective. First comes silence. This is about starting your day with intentional quiet time. Whether you choose meditation, deep breathing, prayer, or simply sitting in calm stillness, silence helps clear your mind. It reduces stress and brings mental clarity, setting a peaceful tone for the hours ahead. Silence creates a space where you can connect with yourself and your purpose without distraction. Next is affirmations. These are positive statements you say to yourself to reinforce your goals and beliefs. They help reprogram your mind by replacing doubts and fears with confidence and motivation. Affirmations remind you of what you want to achieve and why it matters, boosting your self-esteem and determination. When repeated consistently, they influence your subconscious and change your mindset. Visualization follows. This practice involves imagining yourself succeeding and living the life you desire. You create a mental picture of achieving your goals, feeling the emotions associated with that success. Visualization prepares your brain to recognize opportunities and motivates you to take action. It's like rehearsing victory before it happens. The fourth practice is exercise. Moving your body in the morning wakes you up physically and mentally. It boosts energy, improves mood, and increases focus. Exercise doesn't have to be intense. Even stretching, yoga, or a short walk can make a big difference. This habit sets a tone of vitality and readiness for the day's challenges. Reading comes next. Spending time with books, articles, or any educational material expands your knowledge and perspective. It fuels personal growth by exposing you to new ideas and strategies for success. Elrod recommends reading at least a few pages every morning to keep your mind sharp and inspired. Finally, scribing means journaling. Writing down your thoughts, goals, progress, or reflections helps you process emotions and track growth. It encourages mindfulness and accountability. Through journaling, you clarify your vision and celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Scribing solidifies your commitment to change and keeps you on course. Together, the life S.A.V.E.R.S form a balanced routine that nurtures your mind, body, and spirit. They create momentum early in the day that carries you through obstacles and distractions. By practicing these habits consistently, you develop the foundation for lasting success and happiness. Starting your day with silence is like hitting the reset button for your mind. Before the rush of emails, notifications, or endless to-do lists take over, taking a moment of stillness grounds you. This quiet time, whether through meditation, deep breathing, or simple reflection, creates a calm foundation for everything that follows. It's not about emptying your mind completely, but about creating space from the chaos, observing your thoughts without judgment, and tuning into your inner self. Research shows that beginning the day with meditation or deep breathing reduces stress hormones like cortisol. Lower stress means you're less reactive and better able to handle challenges. It also improves focus and mental clarity, helping you prioritize and make decisions more effectively. When you start in stillness, your brain activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and restoration. This sets a peaceful tone, allowing creativity and problem-solving to flourish. Many people underestimate the power of silence because it feels uncomfortable at first. We are used to filling every moment with noise or distraction, but by practicing just 5 to 10 minutes of mindful silence each morning, you train your mind to slow down. This mental discipline spills into your daily life, helping you respond rather than react to stressful situations. Silence also connects you to your deeper purpose and values. It's a chance to set intentions for the day, aligned with what truly matters to you. When your morning begins with intention instead of autopilot, you create a meaningful trajectory for your actions. Moving to affirmations, this practice works hand in hand with silence by shaping the stories you tell yourself. Our minds are like gardens where thoughts are seeds. Positive affirmations plant empowering seeds that grow into confidence and motivation. When repeated regularly, affirmations help rewrite negative or limiting beliefs lodged deep in the subconscious. For example, shifting from "I can't handle this" to "I am capable" and strong changes how you approach challenges. This shift is not just wishful thinking. It rewires neural pathways in the brain to support success-oriented thinking. Effective affirmations are personal, present tense, and positive. They focus on what you want to cultivate rather than what you want to avoid. For example, "I am confident and calm under pressure. I attract opportunities that align with my goals." Or "Every day, I grow stronger and wiser." The key is to say them with feeling and belief, not just as empty words. Affirmations become a daily mental workout, They prepare you to face the day with resilience and optimism, reinforcing a mindset that sees setbacks as temporary and solvable. Over time, this practice builds self-esteem and a positive self-image that radiates into your actions and relationships. Combined, silence and affirmations create a powerful start, calming the mind and programming it for success. These two practices are the quiet architects of your day, shaping your mood, focus, and ultimately, your destiny. Visualization is more than just daydreaming. It is the deliberate act of seeing, in your mind's eye, the life you want to live, the goals you want to accomplish, and the person you are becoming. Each morning, after grounding yourself in silence and uplifting your thoughts with affirmations, you move into this third pillar of transformation. Visualization allows you to mentally rehearse success before it physically arrives, aligning your inner world with your outer aspirations.
When you visualize, you're not only picturing what you want, but also feeling what it would be like to have it. You're walking through the day ahead in your imagination, seeing yourself speak with confidence in meetings, making wise decisions, completing important tasks, and maintaining focus throughout. The clearer the mental image, the more powerful the effect. Neuroscience has shown that visualization activates the same neural networks used when actually performing the actions you're imagining. In other words, your brain doesn't know the difference between vividly imagined experiences and real ones.
This daily practice programs your mind to expect success, making you more likely to recognize and seize opportunities when you mentally step into your future self, whether that self is giving a presentation, completing a write-in, building a thriving business, or simply staying calm in the face of stress. You're strengthening belief in your ability to make it happen. That belief is the foundation of action. Motivation follows vision. The power of visualization lies in consistency and clarity. When you visualize each morning, you keep your goals top of mind. You create a mental blueprint that influences your subconscious, guiding your choices and actions throughout the day. You start making decisions that are aligned with your vision, even without realizing it. To begin, close your eyes and imagine your ideal day, your ideal year, or even your ideal life. Where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? How do you feel? Let the details come alive. Sights, sounds, emotions. See yourself overcoming obstacles, handling setbacks with grace, and pushing beyond your limits. See the rewards of persistence, the smile after a breakthrough, the celebration after a milestone, the peace that comes from knowing you stayed committed. Some people enhance their visualization with a vision board, a collage of images and words that represent their goals. Others keep a mental movie they play each morning. There is no one right way. What matters is that you engage with your goals emotionally and vividly, building that mental muscle of belief. After seeing success in the mind, it becomes easier to move toward it with the body. This is where exercise comes in, the fourth habit that activates the miracle morning. While visualization prepares the mind, physical movement wakes up the body. Together, they create a state of readiness that fuels your day. Exercise doesn't have to be long or intense to be effective. Just a few minutes of movement can elevate your heart rate, get oxygen flowing to your brain, and trigger the release of endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that boost mood and reduce anxiety. When done first thing in the morning, exercise also increases alertness and mental sharpness, helping you feel energized rather than groggy. Even gentle activity like stretching, yoga, or a brisk walk can work wonders. The goal is not to train like an athlete, unless that's your goal, but to simply move in a way that awakens your physical system. You're telling your body, it's time to rise. Let's go. That momentum often carries into other healthy choices throughout the day. Exercise strengthens not just your muscles, but your discipline, Committing to daily movement reinforces the message that you're someone who honors promises to yourself. It builds self-respect. It says, my body is worth caring for, my energy matters. And on those days when you don't feel like it, moving anyway becomes a practice in keeping commitments, even small ones, which translates into greater willpower in all areas of life. For beginners or those short on time, even a 60-second burst of jumping jacks, push-ups, or light stretching can jumpstart your system. Over time, as your stamina grows, you might integrate longer sessions, a 20-minute jog, a dance routine, or a morning bike ride. The important thing is to do something. Consistency matters more than intensity. Physical activity is also deeply connected to mental clarity. Moving your body clears mental fog and reduces anxiety. It provides a natural way to manage stress, and it promotes better sleep, leading to a more refreshed start the next morning. Morning exercise sets off a cascade of healthy habits. When you begin your day feeling strong, empowered, and awake, you're more likely to make nourishing food choices, stay focused on your goals, and avoid procrastination. Exercise also increases confidence. Each time you complete a workout, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable. You're no longer someone waiting to feel like it. You become someone who takes action, regardless of mood. This identity shift is powerful. It's the difference between hoping for success and embodying the traits of successful people. The synergy between visualization and exercise is powerful. When you see your goals vividly, you're inspired to move toward them. And when you move your body, you feel capable of reaching what you imagined. These practices are like two legs that carry you forward, the vision in your mind and the momentum in your steps. Together, they create a resilient mindset and a vibrant body, each supporting the other. Visualization gives your day direction. Exercise gives it fuel. These twin engines of the miracle morning help you enter the day not passively reacting, but actively creating. You're not waiting for energy or success to find you, you're generating it from within. Reading each morning is like breakfast for the mind. It nourishes your thoughts, energizes your focus, and equips you with the tools to handle the day ahead. While the body needs fuel to function, so does your intellect and spirit, and reading provides that fuel in the form of new ideas, insights, and perspectives. In the quiet stillness of the morning, when your mind is clear and undistracted, even a few pages of a good book can have a powerful effect. This is the time when your brain is most receptive, when what you take in has the highest chance of becoming part of how you think, feel, and act. Whether it's a few paragraphs of timeless wisdom or a chapter from a life-changing book, the words you read can reframe your mindset and expand your sense of what's possible. When you begin the day with intentional reading, you're setting a direction for your thoughts. You're choosing what kind of mental environment you want to cultivate. Do you want to build discipline, learn a new skill, deepen your understanding of the world, or simply lift your mood with something uplifting? Books provide the path. 10 pages a day may not sound like much, but over time it adds up to massive personal growth. In just 10 minutes, you can gain insights that shift your entire perspective. You might discover a strategy for managing your time better, a story that inspires perseverance, or a quote that stays with you all day. Unlike passive scrolling or media consumption, reading is active. It engages your imagination. It challenges your beliefs. It introduces you to mentors you've never met and walks you through the minds of the world's greatest thinkers, leaders, and visionaries. The power of a reading lies not only in gaining knowledge, but in transforming identity. As you absorb new ideas, your internal narrative begins to shift. You stop seeing limitations and start seeing possibilities. You begin to adopt the language of growth, speaking to yourself in ways that reflect clarity, confidence, and purpose. To make this habit stick, create a sacred space for your morning reading. Keep a book on your nightstand or reading nook. Choose content that aligns with your goals, whether it's a classic on productivity, a spiritual text that centers your soul, or a biography of someone you admire. Make it a ritual, a daily appointment with wisdom. Reading is not about speed, it's about depth. Savor the words. Pause to reflect. Highlight what speaks to you. Let each morning page shape the tone of your day, gently steering you toward who you're becoming. And once you've filled your mind with insight, the next practice invites you to pour those thoughts onto the page. This is the power of scribing, the act of journaling, capturing your inner world in writing. If reading is the intake of wisdom, scribing is the expression of it. It is where thoughts are clarified, emotions processed, and goals made visible. Writing in the morning gives you the opportunity to pause and reflect, to ask, what am I feeling? What do I want? What did I learn from yesterday? What can I improve today? These questions, simple as they may seem, open a doorway to greater self-awareness. In a world that moves fast, journaling slows you down just enough to hear yourself. There are no rules to how you scribe. Some people write a gratitude list, 3 things they're thankful for, grounding their day in appreciation. Others use the space to outline intentions or visualize goals. Some simply free write, allowing whatever's inside to spill onto the page without judgment. The point isn't perfection, it's honesty. This practice gives you a mirror. Over time, you begin to see patterns, recurring fears, unspoken desires, dreams that keep surfacing. You start to know yourself more intimately. You notice how far you've come, and in moments of doubt, your past writings become proof of your growth. Journaling also activates the reticular activating system in your brain, the filter that determines what you notice in your environment. When you write down goals or affirmations in the morning, your brain begins scanning the world for ways to fulfill them. It's like planting seeds that bloom throughout the day, often in ways you didn't expect. On days when motivation is low, writing can become a lifeline. You might write through resistance, uncover the reason for your lack of energy, or remind yourself of your why. It becomes a dialogue between who you are now and who you're striving to be. And in that conversation, clarity emerges. Gratitude journaling, in particular, is one of the most effective tools for shifting mindset. When you begin your day by recognizing what's already good, you set a tone of abundance rather than lack. You become more aware of life's gifts, both big and small. Studies have shown that this kind of daily gratitude reduces stress, improves mood, and even strengthens relationships. For goal-oriented writing, journaling can act as a progress tracker. You can break down long-term visions into short-term steps, outlining your priorities for the day. This makes your goals feel less abstract and more actionable. And by checking in daily, you stay aligned with your vision instead of drifting into distraction. Even a 5-minute writing session can change your day. It doesn't have to be pages of prose, just a few honest sentences, a clear intention, a single question answered. The regularity matters more than the length. Together, reading and scribing form a loop of input and output, learning and reflecting. One feeds the mind, the other frees it. One gives you the wisdom of others, the other helps you find your own. They are the mental and emotional bookends of your miracle morning, strengthening both intellect and intuition. In a world full of noise and external demands, these practices bring you back to center. They are quiet, powerful tools for transformation, turning chaos into clarity, routine into ritual, and mornings into the foundation for lasting change. Your miracle morning is not about rigid steps or strict formulas. It's about creating a ritual that works for you. The beauty of this practice lies in its flexibility. It's not about waking up at 5 a.m. or following someone else's routine to the letter. It's about designing a start to your day that energizes your body, sharpens your mind, and connects you to your purpose. Whether you have an hour or just 6 minutes, the power comes from doing it consistently. Customization is where the routine becomes sustainable. Some people thrive with silence first thing. Others need movement to shake off sleep. Maybe you prefer to read at night and journal in the morning. Maybe affirmations feel forced at first, so you start with one simple phrase you actually believe. That's okay. The purpose isn't to copy, it's to create a system that serves you and evolves with your needs. Life is not static. Your mornings don't have to be either. There will be seasons when your miracle morning is long and reflective, and others when it's quick and energizing. What matters is that you show up, that you give yourself even a few uninterrupted moments to connect with what matters before the world asks you to do everything else. It's about ownership, owning your time, your mindset, your growth. Maybe you combine your morning silence with prayer or spiritual devotion. Maybe your visualization happens while stretching. Maybe your affirmations are whispered during your shower. The form can bend. The core remains a morning that begins with intention, a morning where you choose your state instead of inheriting the stress of the world. For some, it's helpful to create a rotation. Monday through Friday, a condensed version, weekends, a longer reflective space, or perhaps it's certain practices on certain days, movement and reading one day, writing and silence the next. Again, it's yours. When you honor your energy and your life circumstances, your routine becomes something you look forward to, not another item on a to-do list. The key is consistency, not perfection, not performance. Showing up every day in some form creates the compound effect of change. You might not notice a shift in a day or even a week, but stay with it. Small practices repeated daily change identity. They build momentum, and that momentum carries you through challenges, lifts your confidence, and strengthens your sense of agency. This is how transformation begins. Not in grand gestures or dramatic life overhauls, but in the quiet decision to begin again each morning with care. When you choose to start your day with purpose, you begin to live with purpose, and that shift ripples outward, touching your work, your relationships, and the way you see yourself. There's a power in honoring your own rhythm. Maybe your miracle morning starts at 8 a.m. instead of 5 a.m. Maybe your routine is 20 minutes because that's what fits your lifestyle right now. That's not failure. That's wisdom. You're meeting yourself where you are, and that's the place all growth begins. You are not trying to fit in the miracle morning. You are trying to fit in with yourself. What do you need today? What nourishes you right now? The routine is just the vessel. The purpose is alignment. And alignment looks different for every person. It's okay if some mornings feel rushed. It's okay if some days the journaling is just a sentence. It's okay if your body needs rest more than exercise. Trust that the habit of returning to yourself, to your intention, to your path, is what builds the life you want. Not one perfect morning, but 1,000 imperfect ones, practiced with care. Eventually, these small habits become identity. You no longer have to try to wake up with purpose, you simply do, because you've trained your mind to expect it. You've created a space in your day where you belong to yourself. And that's a powerful thing. You'll notice the shift. You'll walk into the day feeling rooted instead of rushed. Your conversations will carry more clarity. Your work will reflect more presence. Even when life is chaotic, you'll have an anchor. You'll have your morning. And from that place, everything else flows. Because your miracle morning isn't just about productivity or positivity, it's about remembering who you are before the world tells you who to be. It's about building a life on purpose, starting with the first breath of each day. And as you look at this routine laid out before you, it's not meant to feel overwhelming. It's meant to feel possible. You don't have to do it all tomorrow. You just have to begin. One practice, one moment, one morning. That's all it takes to begin reshaping the story you live inside. The path to change is rarely a straight line. It curves, it dips, it circles back. But with each morning you choose intention over autopilot. You take a step forward. You become a little more aligned, a little more conscious, a little more you. Start small. Stay with it. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. They rarely come. What comes instead is the choice you make today. To sit in silence for 2 minutes. To write one sentence of truth. To speak one affirmation with your whole heart. That's enough. That's powerful. Because this is not just about mornings. It's about life. It's about reclaiming your agency, rewriting your patterns, and becoming the kind of person who rises on purpose, in purpose, with purpose. And when you look back weeks or months from now, you won't just see a morning routine, you'll see the foundation of everything else that followed. You'll see the beginning of a new chapter, the spark of a new self. You'll see that it didn't happen all at once, but that it began quietly with the choice to greet the morning as your own. Your morning holds the key to your entire day, and ultimately, to your entire life. By choosing to wake up with purpose, to begin each day with practices that center, energize, and inspire you, you're not just changing your routine, you're changing your identity. The miracle morning isn't about doing more, it's about being more, more aligned, more focused, more connected to what truly matters. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be present. With each morning that you dedicate to silence, affirmations, visualization, movement, reading and writing, even in the smallest doses, you're telling your subconscious that your growth matters, that your well-being matters, that you matter. The transformation begins not when you find more time, but when you make a decision. Record your future self challenge. Take 5 minutes today to record a voice note or video of yourself, speaking as if you've already been living your miracle morning routine for the past 90 days. Describe how your life has changed, how you feel, what you've accomplished, how you show up in the world. Speak in the present tense. Make it real. Make it personal. Then save that recording. Listen to it every morning before you begin your routine. Let it remind you of who you're becoming. This is your time, your chapter, your morning. Start it with intention, and watch everything else rise with it.